What's going on, guys? This is Berz. I have a review here for you today. This is the Condor Defender Plate Carrier. A lot of lows and a few highs with this plate carrier. Let's get down to it. The low points are the Velcro attachment points for the front of the plate carrier down here are rather weak and they wear out rather quick. This is a very hard charging point for me because when you buy something maybe for twice as much as say this Mayflower, you're going to get the entire front is going to be Velcroed down so as not to move around. But when you spend like $100 and you get something like this, you're going to get lots of movement. I mean, tons of movement compared to this Mayflower, which is my go-to rig at the moment. So I mean that is huge. Adjustment, very adjustable, no problem there. Just this thicker, wide or not wide, whatever you want to do. The other problem with this is it's so thick. This thing, I can feel the heat radiating off the side of my body at the moment because it's so thick. There's a ton of layers. It's really heavy. If you're going to run this, I'd recommend running this in cooler environments. If you're going to run this at all. The last time I went down to Arizona on the border, did some border work. I was running this plate carrier. There was actually one point where we were actually going down, running down some trenches and some washes and such. And it got to the point where we got back to the truck and I was tearing off my gear, off this vest, because it was so hot, and that's when I realized, holy shit, this thing is really heavy. I went out and I got home, went out, and I got this Mayflower right here. Strictly for the reasoning of being lighter and for being, a ton more breathable because it's not as thick. There's not as many layers. You don't have to have tons of layers to be quality. And I think Condor kind of tries to make up for the quality that they don't have with making things really heavy and bulky with their plate carriers. They have one good plate carrier, which is the MPC, I think. This is a Voodoo Hayden plate carrier, a lot more, a lot lighter. I will run that before I run this plate carrier. This plate carrier basically just sits in a, container, and I never use it. I tried to run it about as heavy as I could a couple months ago. Went with the 2 saws pouches on the front where I can get 12 AK-74 mags. I threw another 100-round saw pouch on the side so I can get another 3, so I had about 15 running on here. The Camelback AR-500 plates in the front and back, shooter's cut, and that's about as heavy as you can't even go that heavy. You can only go about 8 mags on this carrier before it starts to really flop around and cause you problems. If you get something with a little more sturdiness and a little more structure, kind of like the Mayflower, even this Voodoo Tactical Hayden runs, 2 saw pouches on the front, a ton better than, and that's $25 cheaper and a ton lighter than what this does. This starts to really sag down because it's so front heavy, whatever the design is, and the way these shoulder straps are, which are horrible by the way. There was actually a time where we were out and doing a patrol and we set up a perimeter and I was standing there on the perimeter and I was basically, I would kind of sit down and let this come up off my shoulder because I have a shoulder problem. And all my other plate carriers that I have, the Mayflower, that Voodoo Tactical, don't bother my shoulder quite like this one does. The way this digs in to your shoulder blades, and I don't even know the anatomy, but whatever this is, this area right here, it just really digs in. And I've tried to adjust it, I've tried to adjust the vest itself, and those don't bother me like this bothers me. This really digs into the internal inside part of your shoulder, kind of where you would have the rifle just up a little higher. So comfort wise, this is really not that comfortable a plate carrier. Breathability sucks, and let's get the quality. The quality is okay. Double stitching. It looks like a medium thread stitch, and I haven't had it become a part of me at all or anything like that. So the quality of the webbing where you attach your gear and such, never had a problem with it. It stays there. This has been thrown around. I've been hitting the deck with this thing, rolling around. Never had any problems with it coming apart. So I mean, that's positive. And like I said, the Velcro, it's very easy for these bottom tabs to come off that hold the front. So that's a huge downside in my opinion. There's that. Let me go ahead and show you how to put your plates in. Now to get these plates out, they're really easy. You got a front plate and a back plate. You have a Velcro strip going across the front and the back. Let me go ahead and take that off, like such, which will have you gain access then to the plate holder portion. Which you want to take the bottom Velcro off here. Then there's a strap in here that's holding the plate in place, keeping it up and down vertically in place, which is this strap. Take that off, and then you can pull your plate out. And this plate carrier will carry all the way up to large plates. That's a 10 by 12 AR500. It will also hold SAPI, SAPI large, yada yada yada. You get the point there. It won't carry extra large though, but it'll carry large snug. You can also put backers in here, and it has enough room to put the backers in there for your plates as well. Put them back in, it's just the opposite of what we did there. So put your plate in, get as high as you can get it. Take your strap here, put that up as tight as you can get it. And then once you get that as tight as you can get it, you want to push down on the Velcro. Then you want to flip this up like that. Put this back on like this. And you're good to go. So if you're looking for something, you know, around the $100 range, I'd actually recommend something like the Hayden. It's a lot lighter. It actually holds the gear identically, with the exception of the sides are a little bit thinner. But you're gonna get a, you know, save $25 that maybe you could put in some pouches or whatever else you're looking for the thing. You can actually put money in elsewhere, you know, rather than buying this plate carrier, which really I think is way overpriced. You can get, if you want side plates, you can go with something like the Mayflower. You can get the side plates, but you're not getting that bulk like is on here. This is really bulky on the sides. It's really layered, you know, for if you're looking for winter, you know, kind of vest. If you're looking for a winter kind of plate carrier, this would probably be what you want to use. I say vest because this thing is like a vest. It's like insulation, and that's like not what you want when you're trying to carry around a ton of gear. You know, you want your body to be able to breathe, get the heat off your body. Because I mean, when I'm working in the hot environments, you know, that's what I want. So this is something that basically sits in a container. I don't use it anymore. But if you're looking to get it, I recommend either you spend a little bit more, get better USA quality made stuff, because this is made in China, or spend a little bit less and get something like the Hayden, still, you know, made in China, but it's better. So there's a review of the Condor Defender. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down there. If you have one, go ahead and put it down there, or put a video response in there. They're always welcome. Until next time, later.